Hey, we're going to be talking about different things, mainly surrounding the whole talk about the UFC White House. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about it. Dana White has been really pushing this. And of course, it seems like it's something that is actually going to happen, even though I'm not going to hold my breath. And I'm going to get into that later in the video.
Conor McGregor want to be a part of that.
I'm on it.
You're on it.
I'm on it. Well,
Who you
I
fighting?
am. This is me. Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler and myself have done the show, The Ultimate Fighter. We've had a good back and forth. He's a good, tough guy.
So McGregor, you got big names coming back?
Yeah, we'll build the greatest card of all time for the White House fight, and Conor and I have been talking consistently. He wants this fight bad, and you know, when you get to a level that Conor's at, you got to find things in life that motivate you, and the White House card has definitely motivated Conor McGregor.
I feel like there's been some criticism about the UFC having what some are calling like a superstar problem. Are you following that narrative at all? Do you pay attention to it? Do you not?
That narrative has been around since fucking I was hearing the shit about Chuck Liddell leaving and George St. Pierre. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? People nonstop talk shit. And you just started this interview talking to me about a $7.7 billion fucking TV deal.
A lot of people have acknowledged that the UFC has a star problem. I think it's very obvious. I don't think it's a controversial thing to say. If the UFC didn't have a star problem, Dana White would just go ahead and start listing superstars who are in the UFC. The UFC still looks to people like Jon Jones and Conor McGregor who are past their primes. They are. But Dana White will go on here to make excuses and start talking about how big the company is doing.
I told you that slap guys have made $10 million over the last 2 years, and the list goes on and on. The problem is that literally nobody knows anything about this fucking business. They all have an opinion, but they don't know jack shit.
How do we go from, oh, does the UFC have a superstar problem, to talking about boxing? Like boxing, where the fighters are the brand name, people are attached to the fighters. In the UFC, the casuals are attached to the UFC. Okay, of course, hardcore fans know fighters and everybody has their favorite fighter, but the brand is the company.
Jon Jones, since retiring and then coming back, has made it clear I want to do this, and he sent me a text apologizing and all that stuff, but I need people that I can seriously rely on for this one. People talk shit about Conor. I'm telling you, I've been in the fucking trenches with Conor. Conor is a guy that has fought injured. Conor is a guy that a fighter has fallen out and we slid in a stylistically bad matchup for him. He doesn't care. He literally will fight anybody.
But obviously, Dana White has made it clear he's not forgiving Jon Jones, man. Jon Jones, like I said, he really embarrassed the hell out of Dana White, stringing him on, making him go on this whole rant, talking about how he's the best fighter. Even after beating Stipe, Jon Jones agreed to fight Aspinall, but later on pulled out. So he went back on his word, which is just messed up. And then the UFC White House thing comes up, and it's a big event. Any fighter will want to be on it. And then Jon Jones comes out to say, oh yeah, I'm not retired anymore. I want to fight on the UFC White House.
A part of this White House card?
I don't know. I'm definitely training constantly for the opportunity. My goal is to just show Dana how serious I am about being in the event, and I hope he chooses me. But ultimately, it's in his hands. He's the boss.
It's got to be a good sign that you're here, though. Like with CBS and Paramount Plus and this big UFC deal, I feel like if you weren't in everyone's good graces right now, I probably wouldn't be talking to you, right?
Exactly. It's a great sign that I'm not only here, but a part of the production and part of the show.
Jon Jones is being humble, saying it's in Dana White's hands, right? It's up to him. He just hopes he wants to be on the card, and he's being humble. He knows he messed up. This is Dana White clearly saying he prefers to go with Conor McGregor to be the face of this card. And again, this is going back to me saying that the UFC clearly has a star problem. If not, they would have had a whole other group of fighters they can look forward to.
Talking nonstop, and he's like, I'm dead serious. I want this. I'm training. I'm back in the pool. I'm doing all the shit. So we'll see. As we still got a long way to go. We still got a long way to go till February. we start making this card. So we'll see how it plays out. I like people that I can count on, that when we're into fucking, you know, you're a couple weeks out and all the money's been spent and all the marketing has been done. Who's gonna stay in there, and who's gonna stay in the fucking foxhole with me and fight this thing? And Conor McGregor has always been that guy.
You compare the amount of times Conor McGregor has come through for the UFC to the amount of times he's pulled out, I think it's fair game to say he's someone who can be relied on.
I wanted to ask you, is Conor coming back?
So Conor says he's coming back. He's in the pool. He's doing his thing. He's all kinds of footage of him training. You know, he wants to fight on this White House card. We'll see. I mean, we won't start building that card till February.
That's a big card.
And then when's the election? The Irish presidential election.
That I don't know. That I don't know.
Because like, which one is which one is he more focused on?
All the polling is saying that he's going to win by a landslide.
No, really?
Oh hell!
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. The amount of support he had for his freaking presidential run is not even significant to count, and that's why he pulled out. But Dana White's out here talking about he has massive support, and that's just an obvious lie. And this is the whole habit with Dana White, again, lying for no reason. Like, there's no reason to lie about this.
Saying he's going to crush the election, so they're doing everything they can to try to keep him off the ballot.
Whoa.
Doing everything they can to keep him off the ballot. If you look into this, you see that there is nothing they're doing to keep him off the ballot. Conor McGregor is not getting support to run for presidency, and that's why he dropped out. Plain and simple.
Special events in honor of America 250, and I even think we're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have. Does anybody watch UFC? The Great Dana Well. We're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this, on the grounds of the White House.
Tonight, we are getting an exclusive sneak peek at plans for next year's UFC event at the White House. The Ultimate Fighting Championship giving special report access to renderings of what we can expect the event to look like. Joining me now, UFC President and CEO Dana White. Dana, great to see you.
You too. Thank you.
How did this all come about?
Literally one day he asked me, you know, he loves the White House. He's so proud of the White House, and he wants to bring you know, the American people back to the White House with lots of different events. And he said, how'd you like to do a fight?
Michael Chandler is still out here thinking he's going to be the one to fight Conor McGregor. I mean, it makes sense, right? If Conor McGregor is really returning and if the UFC White House is taking place, I would think it would be McGregor versus Chandler. But I just think it's so funny how this man derailed his whole career to hold up and fight Conor McGregor, reaching a point he knew it wouldn't happen, and then it was just a bunch of waste of time. But he's still willing to go through this again. Personally, I don't think we're ever going to see McGregor fight again.
UFC fights, they're unbelievable. But do you expect that this will be like a light show, kind of something like we've never seen before at UFC? I mean, I've been to UFC fights, they're unbelievable. But Trump is promising something very different for the way this will look.
Yeah, one thing is for sure, expect the unexpected. When you got Dana White and Donald Trump, you got their brains behind it, their promotional brains behind it. Man, expect the unexpected. Nothing is impossible for these gentlemen. It's going to be a one-of-one type of show. Obviously, as we heard Conor earlier, that is the fight to make. Conor and I, we have some history. We did The Ultimate Fighter 12 weeks on ESPN. I'm the opponent that he wants. He's the opponent that I want, and it seems like that's a heck of a main event for the UFC White House.
How many times have you had your nose broken, Michael? Have you lost track?
Going over this whole thing again of Michael Chandler saying he's fighting Conor McGregor, Conor McGregor saying he's fighting Michael Chandler. Why confident that Conor McGregor is going to be on the card? Conor McGregor confident that he's going to be fighting Michael Chandler, and of course that leads to Chandler being confident. What do I think about this? I have no idea. I do not know if this is really going to happen. I really do not have any idea, but it's still far off. We still get closer. I hope they can pull it off, but I'm not going to hold my breath. But drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this UFC White House is actually going to happen? Do you think these guys are just hyping things up? We've seen it before, right? We've seen it before. I don't think we'll see Conor McGregor in the octagon again, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think is going to be in the UFC White House card? Jon Jones, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, or both of them? Who do you think? And you think Jon Jones is willing to fight Tom Aspinall? Seems like he just wants to be on the card, but still doesn't want to fight Aspinall. But don't forget to like this video if you like the video, and subscribe to this channel if you're new. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one.